Good morning, everybody. It's Chris America. Before we started the show, unfortunately, we have to take a moment of time to let everybody know that our thoughts and prayers and our hearts are sent out to our neighbors up in Jacksonville. If you're new to the show of Scout Team Sports, we're based out of Orlando, and Jacksonville is just a short 2-hour drive up north. We all know people, have friends and family up there. It was a hard day yesterday, seeing Facebook messages and tweets from people that we know having to let us know that they're safe. It was a hard few hours of worrying about our family members and our friends that we know up there to make sure that they're okay. To the 3 people that lost their lives, we just wanted to send out our hearts, our deepest of sympathies out. And it's never an easy thing to do, and this has happened far too often. Jeff Beck, the owner of the station, always leaves his show off with saying, it's just sports, it's just a game. Love each other. Don't take it too seriously. Don't get too angry at each other. So let yesterday as a reminder, as reports come out that this kid lost his game and he lost his cool, that this is just sports, guys. It's just for fun. It's just for entertainment, whether you're playing Madden or you're watching, your favorite football team. It's just sports. It's just a game. Let's just have fun. And we'll take this time to have a moment of silence for those that lost their lives, and then we'll roll on into the show. Thank you.
Yeah.
You want to like them, but you can't.
Are you listening?
What?
Are you listening?
Did you bring me on this show to insult me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all don't want it with us, man. We straight gangsters over here.
Straight
man.
gangsters.
Ah.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for listening in. This is Scout Team Sports. We are the Scout Team, and this is our first ever morning show. We are excited to be here. I wanted to thank Chris America for that great introduction there. It is a very sad subject. We wanted to get it out of the way early because we do care a lot about what is going on in Jacksonville, but we wanted to move forward with it, and that moment of silence was to all of those victims. So without further ado, Chris America, welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome to Scout Team Sports live daily in the mornings here on 12 Ounce Sports Radio Network. It is early, but I'm excited, man. This is the very first daily show. If you're listening in right now, 10 years from now, when we're big, when we're famous, and then we're breaking up because we have creative differences, one of us is in jail, the other one is under a bridge, you can say, I remember listening to those guys 10 years ago. I remember. I mean, Anthony's obviously going to be a real estate mogul by then. I'll probably be the one in jail, and Kyle, you'll be the one living under a bridge.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, wait, I think I heard another voice on the other end. What was that?
Hey, I'm just here so I won't get
intro,
fined.
man.
Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined.
And is that really going to take 10 years to get done? I mean, seriously, I think 3 is the max for us.
10 years
Yeah,
under a bridge? Yeah, I think that could work.
Yeah, I think once we hit the famous level, Kyle and I will just go hard into whatever it is that lands us in jail and under a bridge.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 3 years, not 10. We got
All right. And, hey, you know what, guys? I think I need to throw myself an intro. I got to just do it real quick.
You are the most egotistical, self-deluded person I have ever met.
That's right. I am Loudbeard, the third member of this Merry Men group of radio show hosts. All right, guys, good morning, and how are you doing today? How you feeling this early in the morning? Is it too early?
No,
It's
I just
Monday
finished
morning,
off a
bro.
bowl of Reese's Puffs just now. Just drank the milk, so I'm doing great.
I
So-
always wondered, how do people get up in the morning and get on a radio show to, do they dress up or anything? I'm having a hard time thinking that they get up and, brush their teeth and everything, bro.
Well,
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
think about it. We have the luxury of just doing it at home, other guys like Brandon Kravitz and Mike Bianchi, they're on the air right now here locally. They got to get up and then drive to Maitland and do a show from there. That would be the worst.
Yeah, I mean, kinda, but at the same time, they got to be playing Beyonce in the car. Like I woke up like this, right? Because I'm not like dressed up now. I don't have a suit and a tie on.
Well, think about this. Don't even think about people on radio. The morning news, the guys that are on at 4:30, 5 in the morning, they got to put on the suit, the tie, the makeup. They got to sit in the chair. They got to get that helmet hair on, the little Ron Burgundy hair.
If we ever have to do that, I'm out. I'm just saying.
Oh, come on. You
like
can
if
do
I
that,
get on
Anthony Mack.
No, if I can get on TV with sweatpants and like a T-shirt, I'll be fine. But if I got to dress up, I'm out, guys. I can't do it. Too formal.
Well, good news for you guys. I'm wearing nothing right now. I have the luxury of doing that right in my own home. Just, enjoying the fresh air. Got the AC cranked up here in the studio. Feels good.
That's one thing no one wanted to hear. Not on a Monday morning.
That's not your hashtag motivational Monday is me sitting here naked talking to you on the radio. That doesn't have anything to do with it?
There's no motivation to life about that at all. None.
All right, man. I got you. I got you on that. All right, so we are a sports show. So every once in a while, we like to talk about sports just a little bit. So I guess just to get going here, guys, pretty busy weekend in sports. A lot of great stuff going on. Now, I think the biggest elephant in the room is football is about to start. So that's probably the biggest news story coming out is that we are so close to having real football.
It already started. We had week 0.
Yeah.
We had Colorado State versus Hawaii. For those who are gamblers, that game was huge because I think Colorado State was a 15-point favorite, and they were down 37-3 in the third quarter. They never came back. I think the final score was like 43 or 42-34. They ended up coming back, but they didn't cover that 15-point spread.
Are you saying people gambled on that game?
Bro,
Like
People gamble on everything.
People gamble on
Anthony Mack.
everything, man.
Wait.
Let's
Let's ask our local gambling addict, Cal. Did you bet on that game?
I did not bet on that game particularly because I do not care about Colorado State or Hawaii. Nor does a lot of America, unless you live in Colorado or Hawaii or are an alumni of those teams. But it is nice to have football back. Now, to me, that doesn't count as being back because I'm ready for the full slate of college football games that'll be coming up this week. And, out of this long, it's like a marathon, you're running the whole summer waiting for football to start. We're on mile 26 right now. We just hit the 26 marker. All we got to do is that point 2, guys. We're almost there, and football will be back.
And that point 2 makes a big difference. It really sucks when you get to 20. I've done one marathon. It sucks. It really does. You just want to quit, and you're like, I only got point 2 to go, and that point 2 seems like forever. But it is game week. It is Monday. I'm excited. We're all excited because we all 3 of us, our teams, have brand new coaches. And
Yeah.
I think all of us have high expectations for our new coaches, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. I'm not sure about Florida. I'm just throwing it out there, dude. I think Mullen's going to be gone in 3 years, but we'll talk about that later.
No surprise there. The Florida State fan thinks Mullen is not that good of a coach. But, hey, I don't think Willie T's that good either. So I guess the
Exactly.
feeling is mutual.
Yeah. I actually met Willie T. I know the man personally. I think he's going to be awesome. I think he's going to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, we had him as a guest on our show on Wednesday nights.
No,
He's like
that's
a really
not-
high,
that's not what
energetic,
happened. That's not what
nice
happened.
guy. Yeah.
That's not what happened. Not at all.
Do you think he does the Carlton?
Bruh.
He looks
Like
like
at
he would do the
weddings?
Carlton.
My coach like
I
that.
agree with that. I think he does the Carlton.
He definitely
He's
does the
gonna start
Carlton at
talking about
weddings. He wears the sweater vest.
Bruh.
He should bring back the sweater vest. In honor of Jim Tressel, the guy who was unfairly fired from Ohio State, he should bring back the sweater vest.
Bruh, I'm in the car right now. I'm coming to get you, okay?
Oh, Anthony pulling the old coming to get you
I'm coming to
bit.
get you.
Coming to
bruh.
get
Thanks,
your
Anthony.
routine.
Coming to
Make
get
sure
your
you stop-
routine.
Make sure you stop by Jeff's house in Ohio while you're at it.
It's a good idea.
Just,
I mean,
2
that
for
was
1
an
special.
inadvertent threat.
Hey, I know this is a little stale. This happened Friday, but I think we should just talk about it because you segued into. We're talking about Florida coaches and we're talking about Jim Tressel being fired from Ohio State. So I think that's the perfect lead into the worst apology ever and having to re-apologize by Urban Meyer, man. What do you guys think about this whole circus?
Go ahead, Chris. 'Cause you
Oh,
got a
okay.
lot.
I was waiting for you, Anthony. I know you like
I'll
to hate
get
on
it at
Urban
the
Meyer. You know, like you, it sucks that this news came out right after our show, like right as the show was ending, is when they dropped the suspension. I think Ohio State knew, like that was part of their plan. Is they're like, we don't need these scout team guys to rip us right away. Like, let's distance ourselves. There's new shows not until Monday, so I think it was all planned. Obviously, they had us in mind. So the news dropped right as soon as we were going off air. Jeff Beck texted us 3-game suspension, and we're like, oh man, we got to go. So they suspend him for 3 games. It is what it is. But the thing that stuck out the most is just Urban Meyer doesn't get it. Ohio State doesn't get it. It took a reporter asking about Courtney Smith for Courtney Smith or even domestic violence to even be brought up in the whole press conference. Other than the fact that they're like, our findings find that Urban Meyer takes domestic violence seriously. So it took a reporter asking, and even then, Urban Meyer would not say anything directly to her. It was like, what's your message to Courtney Smith? He took a long pause, and like, even with the long pause, said something to the effect of, you know, my message to everyone is, I'm just sorry we're in this mess. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. That's not a direct quote, but, and then obviously we all roasted him for it fairly. And then Friday, like you said, he comes out with a long message, which I will paraphrase again. It was me, my childhood, my wife, my family, me. Oh yeah, and that Courtney Smith chick. Yeah, I'm so sorry. So, I told this to Jeff on his show. I texted in to his show. Listen to his show now every Friday from 2 to 4 on 12 Ounce Sports Radio with our new lineup. I just said, look, man, y'all got what you got. If y'all are happy with it, that's fine. That's cool. Y'all can be happy with it. But now the old saying goes, you made your bed. One day Ohio State's going to have to lie in it. We know who Urban Meyer is. He's a liar. He's a guy that will win at all costs, and he's just a guy who does not get it. And eventually the world catches up to guys like that. So for Jeff, I feel sorry for Jeff because I like Jeff. I like seeing Jeff happy. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope for the sake of other people involved that I'm wrong. That maybe Urban Meyer changes his stripes. He becomes the good guy that he says he is, and we never see another scandal again. But I just don't see it, man.
So is it like the Rick Pitino effect where eventually it all catches up to him?
It does. If
yeah.
you don't learn, if you don't get it, I mean, not to bring up Jameis Winston, but he was another guy that I just said he just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it, and then it's just one incident after another. So, I mean, he's just an example that I bring up. I'm not trying to be like a FSU hater or anything, but just...
Well, let's bring up
Yeah,
Antonio Callaway just to make it
Yeah,
even. So we have a
Antonio
Florida
Callaway. Yeah,
and a Florida
Antonio
State
Callaway.
example.
You're right. Antonio Callaway just doesn't get it. He's just another guy that doesn't get it. And until they get it, my favorite fighter, John Bones Jones, doesn't get it. So until he gets it, he's just going to continue to get himself in trouble.
Well, that's how you know. Oh, go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, still, you have to pay for that. Like you say, Chris, eventually it's all going to catch up to you. Let's go back to a coach that we were just talking about, the great Jim Tressel at Ohio State. What did he get? What did he resign? He resigned, right? But what was it over? It was like tattoos or something?
Yeah, it was Ohio State players get golden pants when they beat Michigan. And so they were just, I guess they were, I don't know if they were signing them, but they were giving their golden pants to a tattoo artist in exchange for tattoos.
So you got Jim Tressel after like 10 years at Ohio State and pretty good seasons leave over something so mundane as letting players give away golden pants. And then all of a sudden you let Urban Meyer get away with something so egregious? Like that's just I don't get it, man. Like Ohio State had a chance to actually change their culture a little bit. Urban Meyer is not only it's not only going to catch up to Urban Meyer in Ohio State, but it's going to catch up to him in a bad way. Urban's going to leave those guys. I'm going to be honest, Chris, kind of like he left Florida, just up in arms. You know, it was stuff going on in that locker room that we had no idea about, and obviously we know who was the ringleader of it now. It was Urban, man. So Ohio State, all I got to say is, like Chris said, it's going to catch up to you. It's going to catch up to you in a bad way.
And the only other thing I want to add, and then we can move on, or Kyle, you can say what you got to say, is the one thing that Ohio State fans have been harping over and over is we can't trust Courtney. Courtney's a liar. Courtney's this. And, some blog, some Ohio State Bucknut blog posted this long list of her egregious acts, which have never been really proven. We know that they called the cops a lot, but who knows if the cops are going out there and be like, oh, it's Ohio State coach, we're out. Or if she's really lying. But the thing that stuck out to me the most from the report is that it said Urban Meyer and Shelley Meyer did not believe Courtney Smith to be credible, or didn't believe that her story were to be true, which is fine. They know the situation better than we do. However, if that is true, why is Shelley Meyer texting Urban Meyer that she's concerned for Urban's safety after he fired Zach Smith and what he would do? She basically texted him something to the extent of, I'm really worried. We know Zach Smith loses his handle. I'm worried about what he's going to do now that you fired him and everything else. So what is it about Zach Smith that she knows, if he's just a guy that just spent $600 at a strip club, if he's just a guy with the DUI, he's just this troubled person who never did anything too bad, like when you think about DUIs and strip clubs, that's something that probably a lot of assistant coaches have done. But
they also
that
get
doesn't spell for Shelley Meyer something for her to be like, man, I'm concerned for my husband's safety now that he's fired this guy. So y'all can say, put your heads in the sand and say there's no evidence of this, there's no evidence of that, and blah, 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 blah. You got to read the whole report and look at every single individual fact and put the puzzle pieces together. We don't know for sure because we weren't there, but Shelley Meyer knows enough to be concerned about her husband when he fired Zach Smith.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And it's college football season when you've got coaches in trouble, and it's multiple coaches, and you got players in trouble. I know I was just checking out some news, and the Rutgers football team popped up. They're back in the news. 8 of their players get arrested for credit card fraud. So now we've got this Ohio State thing going on. We had issues going on in Maryland. Now Rutgers has a big story. This is how you know football season is back, because every college football player, not every, but there are a lot of college football players getting themselves in trouble, doing stupid things. And so 8 players at Rutgers get arrested for credit card scams, man.
Hey,
this is awful.
I'm glad you led with Rutgers and not credit card scam, because when you said credit card scam first, I'd be like, oh, damn, Florida's in trouble again.
Oh, Florida
Hey,
man.
Rutgers fan, I went through it last year. 9 players suspended. You guys are far less talented than we are, and we went 4-8 or 4-7 when we lost our 9 players. So good luck this season.
Yeah, good luck. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to talk a little bit about pros because we had a lot of preseason. But before we do that, I just wanted to say that we are Scout Team Sports. We coming at you every Monday morning and Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning, Thursday, Friday, every day during the week, 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. on 12ouncesportsradio.com. You can also download the TuneIn app and search 12-Ounce Sports Radio and listen to us on your cell phone, in the car, on the ride to work, at work, wherever you want to listen to us, we're there. And then if you want to get social with us, you can hit us up on all the social media at Scout Team Radio. You can find us anywhere you want to find us on podcasts with Spotify and iTunes, because we are the Scout Team. And now I want to talk about some pro football, guys. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I got you.
Go ahead.
I got you. So I just wanted to say, Anthony Mack, you were wrong, my friend, and
What?
It's not the first time, but Adrian Peterson is back. That's right, AP. We talked about it last Wednesday on our Wednesday night show. He is the Black Captain America. The man is back. He's invincible, and he is going to be tearing it up this year for the Washington Redskins. I told you, man, this guy knows what he's doing.
Did he run over like a 4th-string defense? I don't understand what you're saying, bro. Like, seriously.
Hey, this is week 3 of preseason. He goes 11 carries, 56 yards. He's looking sharp out there. This guy knows what he's doing. I'm rejuvenated. I feel like AP is the player we thought he was going to be in Arizona, and he's coming back, and he is going to really ignite this Washington Redskins offense. A lot of people aren't getting giving the Redskins the credit they deserve. They've got a top 5 quarterback in Alex Smith, and they got AP. This is going to be just insane. So don't be hating. Don't at me, Anthony Mack. Don't at me.
Yeah, I have a feeling that you're going to regret everything that you just said, and I'm glad that we're live and going to be recording this. That way we can go back 4 weeks from now and say, look, this is what Kyle said. This is what actually happened. Seriously. Come on. It's Adrian Peterson, man. Nobody wants Adrian Peterson to do better than I do. I want him to do good. I really do. But come on, man. This is no redemption story. He's a veteran. You needed him. He was the biggest name that was out there. That's it. That's all this is. He's not helping you. Kind of like Marshawn Lynch isn't helping Oakland.
Okay, fair enough. Well, here I'm gonna throw another preseason scenario at you and see what your thoughts are. So we talked about top 5 quarterbacks with Alex Smith, and there is another elite quarterback that is out there in the world by the name of Joe Flacco, but his backup is looking pretty sharp in the preseason. Now, with how great Lamar Jackson has looked in the preseason, do you think there is a chance that the elite Joe Flacco could get benched for said Lamar Jackson at some point during the season?
Once again, I have never heard anybody use elite and Joe Flacco in the same sentence. I'm just saying, like, maybe I don't listen to talk radio enough, but I've never heard that before. I'm high on Lamar Jackson. I think he's the quarterback of the future. With that being said, Joe Flacco's been around for a long time. He's earned some respect on that team, on that squad. So something's going to have to happen, like maybe a 1-2 start or maybe a 1-3 start for him to actually get benched. But until that happens, he's going to be the quarterback. Like, I want Lamar Jackson to go ahead and be the starter, but at the same time, Joe Flacco is going to have to screw something up horribly for that to happen. I honestly don't think he does. They look pretty good this year overall. Like, you switch out Joe Flacco, you switch out Lamar Jackson with Joe Flacco, and that offense still clicked along. So, yeah, Flacco's been around for a while.
But you're saying 1-2, 1-3. That's a pretty short leash for a guy that won a Super Bowl for that team. And I think that winning that Super Bowl is really
Super Bowl.
That's what's carried him this far. I think he would have been probably benched last year, or there would have been some more issues if he had not won that Super Bowl. That gives him a little bit of additional credibility, even though he hasn't played like it the last couple of years.
But
that's
for
what
the record, though, that's the same amount of number of Super Bowls that Aaron Rodgers has won. Just saying.
That's
Aaron
true.
Rodgers
It's
is a different beast, and you know.
I'm just saying you can't just say it's just one Super Bowl, but then put an asterisk next to Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it's a big deal to win a Super Bowl, and it's not like he was like Trent Dilfering it through the Super Bowl run. He was on fire during that playoff run. And when he got that contract, we all said, oh, yeah, he deserves it because he was on fire during the playoff run. He's been less than desirable and hasn't lived up to that contract.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, we can debate, do you get paid for what you did before, or do you get paid for what you're going to do? And I think it's a little bit of both.
But Aaron Rodgers produces every season, like without a
until he
running
gets
back,
hurt. Yeah,
without
that's
an
true.
offensive line, every season he produces.
Until he gets hurt. Yeah, he does.
That's because we didn't have an offensive line.
Yeah.
Or a running back.
But you have plenty of quarterbacks. We all know that. Cornerbacks are very plentiful. There's a lot of safeties also. The defensive backfield, there's like 18 guys, and they still are ranked number 31st in the NFL. But that's good. You go do that.
Now, I
You
do
go
want to
do
bring
that.
up, guys, since we're talking preseason, the Rehab Sports guys, you can hear them on Tuesdays and Thursdays on 12 Ounce Sports Radio. They tweeted at us the Sports Illustrated 2018 NFL predictions. I'll just go over our teams. They got Green Bay Packers going 11-5. They got my Panthers going 7-9, I believe. I lost them. There they are. Yeah, 7-9. And they have no faith in your Redskins there, Kyle.
We're not getting any love, man. I'm telling you, no
But you know
love
what?
at all.
I
Don't
love
worry.
I
I get
love
a chip
coming
on
in
our
every
shoulder.
season. I love coming in every season as, like, not picked to do anything.
Yeah, for the Panthers, though, you got Cam Newton in the preseason game. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but
Yeah.
he takes this crazy dive after a play. I mean, he shouldn't be diving headfirst in the preseason anyway. So he takes this crazy dive, lands directly on his head. He was able to avoid the dreaded concussion protocol, but afterwards at the presser, he's got a giant black eye. He's getting beat up this early. Newton takes a lot of hits throughout the year. That guy's got to stay healthy. If he can't stay healthy, the Panthers aren't going far. If he can stay healthy, he can carry that team, especially with the lightning of Christian McCaffrey coming out of the backfield. They could make something special, but it all falls on Cam Newton's shoulders.
You know what? That's funny that he dove for that ball in preseason. I'm like, is he trying to make up for something? Maybe for not diving on the ball in the Super Bowl?
Well, it wasn't
Yeah.
a loose ball.
Chris,
He
I
was
had to do it,
scrambling.
man.
He was
Still.
scrambling, man. You know how he is.
Yeah, I guess so. Still.
I honestly have high hopes for the Panthers this year. Not high hopes like, we're going to win the Super Bowl, but not 7-9. Like, I can see us. I predicted 11-5 last year. Was correct on that. I can see 10-11 wins this year. I got to look at our schedule. I'm not sure which AFC division we play, but the new offense, we got rid of Mike Shula. He was a terrible offensive coordinator, had no innovation. And when you got a quarterback like Cam Newton who can do things, you need a creative guy. We brought in a new offensive coordinator. So far, the play calling that I've seen looks a lot more creative, a lot more to Cam style and Christian McCaffrey style, a little bit more spread. I know people don't like to believe that the spread offense doesn't exist. It's a college football thing. But little do you guys know, like the Arizona Cardinals have been running a spread for the longest time when they went on their Super Bowl win. The Patriots run a spread a lot of times out of the shotgun, spread out 5 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers. So it does exist in the NFL, just not to the traditional sense that you get in college football. So I like to see that they're spreading out the field. That's kind of what you need for a quarterback like Cam Newton and a running back like Christian McCaffrey. Get those guys out in space, get those receivers out in space, and let them work.
Dude, everybody runs a spread. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, but people don't believe. They're like, oh, here comes Deshaun Watson, a spread offensive quarterback. Is he going to be able to translate in the NFL? I'm like, yeah, because they run the spread in the NFL. Is it a spread option? No, it's not a spread option. And now you're adding in a lot of RPOs and stuff like that. So people just, they hear what they hear from not Christian McCaffrey, but what's his name? The two Goombas at the Sports Turd that do the draft every year. McShay and...
Oh, yeah.
And,
Oh, we started beefing.
Mel Viper, I think the
Mel
other guy's
Viper.
name is.
Mel Viper.
Yeah,
Those guys
Mel
at the
Viper.
Sports Turd.
Don't start beef this early in the morning, man. Those guys are a bigger network than us, you know?
Okay,
I'm not
whatever,
afraid of them,
Anthony.
just saying.
Suck up to them, okay? I hope they give you a
I'm not afraid.
contract, cut you week 1.
Whatever.
So we're talking quarterbacks here, right? So there's a lot of speculation out there, a lot of these young quarterbacks, these rookie quarterbacks coming out. Some of them having great preseasons, some of them not. So the Jets, they look like they have a legitimate starter prepared in Sam Darnold. He has another impressive outing. Do you think the USC quarterback, which USC quarterbacks never seem like they can pull their act together in the NFL, do you think this USC quarterback could be the man in New York?
No.
I want to say no because I'm going off of what he did in college, but he does look good so far. What game? Sometimes I go through the Pac-12 network and Big Ten network just to see what kind of games they're on, and I'm trying to remember which game it was from this past season. But it was the Washington State game where he threw I want to say 3 or 4 interceptions and they lost.
Horrible.
Yeah, I think that Sam Darnold will rear its ugly head once the season starts. Once guys really start going after it, really start putting in work. I know they say, he's going against starters in the preseason, but if you think your top corners are putting in the hard work during the preseason games, they're not. It's preseason. Yeah. They've already earned their spot. They know their role in the team. They don't have to go out and prove themselves to the coaching staff. So once the season starts, then I'll let you know. By week 4, we'll know who Sam Darnold is for this season.
And he's definitely the starter on that team now. He
is.
I think he is. Yeah.
The Jets are actively trying to. They definitely think that they can win now, so they're trying to get an edge rusher or a pass rusher. They've been shopping around. They've been trying to go after what's his name over in Jacksonville.
Oh, you're right. Dante Fowler Jr.
Dante Fowler
former
Jr.
Gator legend.
Former Gator legend. I just couldn't think of his name. It's still 6:30 in the morning, guys. They're going after him. I think they went over to the Raiders trying to get a trade going, and Teddy Bridgewater has been the guy they've been trying to use to get that trade.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. Hey, you know what? We're up against the break here. It sounds like you need to take a quick nap, Chris America. I feel bad for you. It's this early in the morning.
My little hit of 5-hour energy.
All right, so when we come back, we will tell everybody who got a standing ovation in Buffalo. And guess what? It was not Chris America. See you guys on the other side.
You know, Courtney Smith actually was pretty good.
Hey, Mac, you're still on.
When I'm working hard, I build up a thirst for sports. That's when I grab a cold 12-ounce sports radio. 12-ounce sports radio. Quench your sports thirst.
Oh, guess who it is? Did you know the station had a janitor? Oh, yeah, the Hefe, otherwise known as Beck. And it's Beck's Work Week in Review live on 12-ounce sports radio every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch interviews, special guests, and the recap of the week's news and headlines and box scores and results. It's Beck's Work Week in Review live on 12-ounce sports radio.
Scout Team listeners and friends of the show, I've got something special for you. It looks like 12-ounce sports radio has done it again. We have partnered with Rally House. You just go to the website 12ozsportsradio.com. Click on the banner on the right side of the page, and it will take you directly to Rally House. Rally House has some of the greatest, most unique sports items for that diehard fan, casual fan, and anybody and everybody out there that is special in your life. So go ahead and check it out. Once again, go to that website, 12ozsportsradio.com. Click on the banner to the right of the page, and you will get taken to the best sports merchandise website on all of the interweb. Do you own a small business? Are you looking for solutions to all of your communications problems and challenges that you have? Check out Ring Central. Give them a call. They have partnered with 12ouncesportsradio.com to give you the best rates on all of your business and office solutions for communication. Give them a call today. We have a dedicated line for all of the 12-ounce sports radio listeners. It is 1-877-779-3860. You will get a representative on the phone who will help you with all of your small business communications needs. Once again, give them a call today. 1-877-779-3860. Yeah, that's right. We are back in the AM. This is the Scout Team coming back at you. We are live now every Monday through Friday on the greatest radio station in all of the interweb. That is 12ouncesportsradio.com. And we're excited about being a part of this radio station because we have a brand new relaunch starting today. And us as the Scout Team, we're starting it off fresh. Coming up right after us, if you stay tuned, from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m., we've got Clutch Talk Sports Radio, which is a great show, an affiliate of ours over at Sports Radio America. We also have coming up at noon today, Hog Nation Report Live. That is brought to you by some of the guys from Rehab Sports. So we encourage you to check them out. Also, later on this afternoon, we've got Off the Field, Bourbon and Bad Opinions, Stick and Rink, Brunch with Buds, and the Vegas Squares, a packed lineup on the radio station. And I, again, encourage you, as Loudbeard, encourage all of our listeners, check out all these great shows. Make sure you listen in because these guys are absolutely phenomenal. That's all I got to say on that. So leading into the break, I did say that there was a standing ovation in Buffalo, and that standing ovation was, I guess, warranted. It's kind of a little bit ironic, if you would, but Andy Dalton, the Bengals go in and they play the Buffalo Bills, And Andy Dalton, before the game, gets a standing ovation like you would not believe, because those Buffalo Bills fans, they remember. They know that this was the guy that helped their team get into the playoffs after not being in the playoffs since 1999. That's right. Andy Dalton wins the final game of the season, beats the Baltimore Ravens, and kicks the Ravens out of the playoffs, letting Buffalo get in for the first time. So Andy Dalton, first time in Buffalo since he did that miraculous feat, and he allows for, yeah, that's right. Laugh it up over there. I hear you. So the great Andy Dalton, I'm not going to say he's top 5. I'm not that crazy. I'm not going to say he's elite, but he is Buffalo's favorite quarterback, because Buffalo's quarterback, Josh Allen, he kind of stinks. He goes out there in preseason, gets killed. The offensive line stinks. Buffalo looks bad, and Josh Allen may not be the answer. I don't know. What do you guys think? You like Josh Allen? Anthony Mack?
You're always with the interesting theories, man. I'm just saying. Like, I guess in a sense he is Buffalo's favorite quarterback. No, I don't like Josh Allen at all. Like, I don't know why they traded Tyrod. You know, Tyrod was their guy. I mean, he was doing good things. He got him to. I know your theory is Andy Dalton, but you know Tyrod was actually throwing the ball for him. So they should have kept Tyrod Taylor, and I'm actually kind of glad he's with the Browns and away from that toxic environment, because Buffalo's going to be back to doing what Buffalo does. Lose.
Yeah, they might be. It kind of looks like it, right, after what we're seeing in the preseason. But, yeah, Tyrod Taylor wasn't given enough credit for what he did in Buffalo.
Absolutely. What, they benched him in, like, week 5 or 6? And I'm like, they're winning. Why would they bench the guy that they're winning with? You know what I'm saying? After that, if I was Tyrod, I would have shut down a little bit. But he actually kept playing, actually proved his worth, got him to the playoffs, you know. So I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, sometimes you got to.
And they should have won that Jacksonville game. They should have won that one.
No, the Jacksonville D was not having any of it.
They should have won that one.
There's no way they should have won that game. Buffalo didn't do anything offensively. Nothing against that defense.
Jacksonville didn't do anything offensively that game.
I mean, they did.
No,
enough
Blake
to get 9
Bortles
points.
shined.
He ran
I mean,
like
Shined
90
with 9
yards.
points? Get out of here, man. Stop.
I mean, Tyrod didn't shine. I mean, just give credit where credit is due. That
The
both
game was horrible
defenses
all the way around.
both defenses played lights out, and Jacksonville's defense just played more lights out than the Buffalo defense did. That's all there is to it.
All right, I'll give you.
All right. So, hey, guys, I've got a couple quick NFL news, and then I'm going to hand it over to you, Chris America. I think you have a special segment for us, right?
I do.
All right, okay. So, real quick, I'm gonna finish our NFL talk, because I think we've kind of gone all the way full circle on the NFL here. But in the Bucs preseason game, Adam Humphries does the old kick 6. You don't see that very often. It was reminiscent of the old Iron Bowl, except it was in preseason, so nobody cared. The Vikings, they cut their experienced kicker, Kai Forbath, and they start a rookie, Daniel Carlson. He misses his first 2 kicks. He's basically the new Roberto Aguayo of the league. So that's definitely good for all you FSU fans. Remember that guy?
Aguayo.
All right. Marquise Lee, big wide receiver for Jacksonville, takes a nasty hit to his knee, gets carted off. That's bad to see. Browns activate Josh Gordon. Eric Decker retires, and Pac-Man Jones is back in the NFL on the Broncos. It is going to be a great year, gentlemen. I think I need to get motivated, though, because this Monday it's starting to drag on me. We got up early. I need some motivation.
Are you guys ready for it, man? Listen, so we're now a morning show. We're on daily every single day from 6 to 7, and then we're going to replay at 11 o'clock. And I know you know how bad Mondays are. Mondays suck. We tweet about it. We post GIFs about it. We post memes about how bad Mondays suck. So I took it upon myself, and I think the guys agree with me, that it's our job to get you over the Mondays. Everybody hates Mondays, but we're going to show you that Mondays can be great, Mondays can be awesome, and what better way to do it than to get you guys pumped up every single Monday morning with a little bit of coach speak. So here's West Virginia's coach, Bill Stewart, Leave No Doubt speech. I believe this is before the Sugar Bowl, back when they pounded Georgia, the SEC champs. I think 2005. I think it was 2005. So without further ado, Coach Bill Stewart, take it away.
Hey, We got a great opportunity. We've got a dandy out there waiting on us. Offense, play fast. Simon Free, man. Defense, swarm. Swarm and tackle. Punch that ball at every chance you get and keep busting. Special teams, lay it on the line. Attack your responsibility. Attack. We got to out-block them. We got to out-tackle them. We got to out-hit them and hustle. It's real simple. You out-block them, you out-tackle them, you out-hit them, and you out-hustle. Sir. And you stay within the legal limits of the game. It's Mountaineer pride. Nothing cheap. From the heart. Straining. Damn, I'm proud to be with you. I'm proud to be with you. I picked you a good one, didn't I? Huh? We got a good one. We were going to out-strain and out-hit these guys. Let them know. Leave no doubt tonight. Leave no doubt tonight. No doubt. They shouldn't have played the old Golden Blue. Not this night. Yes, not this night. Don't leave your wingman ever, ever, ever bail out on your brother. You help, you strain, and you just fight. Start fast. Stay on top of them. It's a game, lad. Let's have fun and go get us a big victory.
Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about. I'm so pumped right now. So when you go to work this Monday, make sure you outfax them. Make sure you out PowerPoint them. Make sure you outsell them. Go out there and remember, when you're out on Friday nights, never leave your wingman behind. Be there for your brother at all times. Man, I'm pumped. I'm ready to get this Monday started. Right before this speech, I was just feeling tired. I was feeling weary. So if you're listening right now, go ahead, give that extra shave. Give that extra bite of protein bar. Get out there. And if you're listening to our 11 o'clock replay, it's 11:42. You're about ready to go to lunch. You're feeling down. Go out, get yourself a hearty lunch, and then get back to work. Get back in the game. Monday motivation. Hashtag that ish.
Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah, man.
That was really impressive. I'm so motivated right now. Anthony Mack, are you motivated?
It's Monday. I'm always motivated.
Yeah, you sound like it.
Yeah.
You sound motivated, Anthony Mack.
Always motivated.
Hey, you know who you sound like right now? You sound like boxer Curtis Harper. Have you heard of this guy?
No.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
Over the weekend, boxer Curtis Harper, he gets in the ring. He's ready to fight. He's going up against Efe Ajagbe, who is 6-0. Well, at the time he was 5-0, so that gives you a little foreshadowing. And 4 out of his 5 fights, he's knocked the guys out in the first round. He's like a young Mike Tyson where he's just rolling through guys. So Curtis Harper's going up against this guy. The bell rings. He walks out of the ring, walks off the stage, and just says, "Hey, man, I'm not doing this. I'm not that dumb. I'm out of here."
I did see that. I did see that. Now that you mentioned
And so,
it, I saw it.
That's what Anthony Mack sounds like after that motivational speech. Is he sounds like Curtis Harper. He got out of the ring and said, whatever, I'm out. Peace.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
I think Anthony's just disappointed I didn't play the halftime speech Tim Tebow gave in the National Championship game. I got you next week, Anthony. I got you next week, buddy.
That one. Don't ever play that one. We're good. We're good on that. So the guy just walked and got out of the ring, just walked away?
Yeah, as soon as the bell rung, dude just said, "I'm out."
Hey, I'll tell you though, he wasn't wrong for doing this, and I'll tell you why. Is I went back and watched all these fights this other dude had. I mean, he looks like John Bones Jones. He's built like him, and he was knocking dudes out left and right. If you watch any of his old fights, the guy is a straight killer. So he's going to have trouble finding guys wanting to fight him now. I think he could be the future heavyweight champion. From what little bit I saw, I know we need a little bit more, but I mean, when you go in there and guys walk away, you know you're doing your job. That's how you become a good boxer right there. You just scare them all.
And I think what that is the guy that walked out, you said his name is Curtis Harper?
Yes.
Yeah, so Mr. Harper probably saw him on TV and said, "Oh, that guy doesn't look that big. I could take that guy. He's not that big, and he's training. He's doing everything. He's got his payday." And then he gets there in person. And I don't know, you guys have all been to an NBA game. You watch NBA on TV, and you're like, yeah, those guys are big, but they don't look that big. and then you go to an actual game and you see just how much bigger these guys are. I think he had one of those. He saw how big he was, and he said, "Nope, I value my life."
Did they not do the weigh-in or the pre-fight? Or,
I don't know. Who knows? Well, I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe a little performance anxiety, Anthony. You know all about that.
I have no idea about that.
Yeah, you know all about
I
that.
can perform at all
That-
times.
That's
Look,
not what you were saying off the air. You were saying you have some problems.
You never heard that out of my mouth. Bruh, he didn't even wait. Like, as soon as the bell rung, he just went through the ropes, man.
No, he was gone, man. That
That's
was
bad.
that was funny, right?
That's pretty funny, man.
Imagine if he wasn't scared at all. This was like a mob, like, "Hey, take a fall for us," and he just didn't understand what taking a fall was. Like he gets backstage, like the mob's in the back, like, "Hey, what are you doing? We said take a fall, not leave the ring."
Hey, no. The way he walked off, that was a scared walk. He was like shaking as he walked off. You can look closely, see
Tail tucked between his legs and everything.
He was literally shaking his head. No, like, I'm not doing this.
He looked like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this. I don't want anything. I don't know why I'm here. I don't care. Don't pay me. You can find me. You can do whatever you want. I don't want anything to do with this dude.
He said my allergy medicine. I forgot to take my allergy medicine. I'll be back.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to.
I think I left the stove on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I left the stove on. That hold. That's a good one.
My mama said I got to get home when the street lights come on. So
Yeah.
So Anthony Mack, I got some bad news for you, sir. I don't think you're gonna like this. This is bad.
Go ahead. What?
The French Open has come out and said they are banning Serena Williams from wearing her skin-tight black catsuit.
The super
They said,
suit, right?
Huh?
Yeah, the super suit. Yeah, I read that story. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. She's being told that it's a little too distracting. It's not really becoming of a tennis player. They're telling her, the French Tennis Association is telling her she cannot wear that on the French Open. But you know what? She came back. She said she's not worried. She was quoted as saying, when it comes to fashion, you don't want to be a repeat offender. So she knows she doesn't need to wear the same outfit twice. She's in good shape.
And in fact, I don't think she ever really has worn the same outfit twice either. So, to be honest with you, it's biased. She wore it once. Nike got behind it. I think I posted something on Twitter, like, Nike even put something out like you can't stop her or something. So, next week or a week after, she'll have something else on, and we'll do it all over again. I mean, how can you tell somebody if it's completely covering up your entire body that you can't wear it? Like really? You're gonna regulate what kind of clothes we can't play tennis in? That's kind of crazy to me. I mean, it's covered up every inch of her body. I don't get it. It's crazy.
Yeah, but a lot of employers can come out and say, okay, you can't wear skin-tight clothes to work because of whatever. If it's like a professional work environment. And the tennis people, they're kind of like the golf people. They're like snobby. They want it to be really professional, and they want it to be over the top. Oh, we're too good for you guys. We can't deal. And they don't like this, Serena Williams, she's an American, good looking, wearing this tight suit, and the French people are just they can't deal, man. They just gotta try to keep her down, but nobody's keeping Serena down.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. Those wives are sitting there watching those husbands gawk over Serena Williams, and they're like, "Nope, we can't do it. Ban this, ban it. Like, you can't wear that on the tournament."
Yeah,
That's
they're
what
jealous.
that is, man. It's nothing but a whole bunch of jealous women. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Just jealous women. Ain't no man alive saying, "Nah, she shouldn't be able to wear that." No man. Like, seriously, you watch beach volleyball, and nobody knows the score.
Yeah. Beach volleyball is a little distracting. Good call, Anthony
Nobody
Mack.
knows the score. Nobody ever knows the score of beach volleyball during the Olympics. It was just like, hey, you watching beach volleyball? Yeah. Why not?
What about WNBA, Anthony? WNBA?
I'm gonna be.
You get distracted
Nah,
there?
We're good. Yeah, they're beautiful
Hey,
women. They're
Yeah,
absolutely gorgeous women.
they got a lot going on right now, man. You're supposed to be our WNBA insider. Where are you coming?
I've
You
never
coming in
agreed
hot
to
with
that.
any WNBA news today?
I've never agreed to be the WNBA expert. Never. I said we should focus on them, pay more
We-
attention. I
hey,
didn't
we
say I was
voted-
the expert.
Chris America and I voted, and you were outnumbered.
Well, Chris America and you ain't paying
Right,
me
Chris?
either. So What?
Yeah.
What's up?
So I want to go back. The thing that stuck out to me in that story is she said she didn't want to be a repeat offender, and Anthony said, I don't think she's ever worn the same outfit twice. I can't ever say that that'll ever happen to me. I will be a repeat offender all the time. I probably own like 6 shirts and 2 pairs of shorts. I probably have like 1 pair of jeans since it's like we only get like 3 cold days a year to where I need jeans.
Yeah, I only got 1 pair.
So, yeah, my closet is mostly filled with Miss America's clothes and then my work clothes. Like I chose a job where I wear a uniform just so I don't have to worry about what I need to wear each day.
Hey, guys, on a side note, I just got a text from my wife. She's listening in, so thank you for that, Miss Loudbeard. But she was saying, Serena's wearing this because she had blood clots. She had a bad issue with blood clots. So the catsuit's actually for health purposes. So for them banning it, it's probably a bad deal. But I did hear that she's found some compression sleeves that she's going to wear under her whatever outfit she wears. So she's gonna rise above this. But this could have been a bigger deal. If Serena wanted to make a big deal out of this, she's on top of the world in tennis. She could have really gave hell to the French Tennis Association.
They've been stifling for Serena for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, ever since she came in, they've been messing with her. Her and Venus. So, I mean, there's underlying tones to that. We're not going to get into it. But everything they do, it could be the same as they did in 1985. And they'll find a way to say, well, it's not appropriate or we shouldn't do it now. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
But like to Kyle's point, though, she just powered through it, and then she's been doing this her whole career. Fine. All I do is win, no matter what.
Exactly. She's like, I don't have time to argue with you. I'll just do something else.
She's like, I'm too busy shining all of my major wins and all my trophies and all this and counting my money to worry about your foolishness.
That and her husband's like a oil guy. So, like, she's like, come on. She's almost done anyway, so that's probably why she's like, whatever. I'm the one that putting fans in the seats, to be honest with you. Like, I get it. People want to go to see Sharapova or Nadal or whatever, but come on. We all crave Serena Williams. Everybody. If you're watching tennis, you're waiting for the Serena Williams matches. It's just the way it is. And when
Yeah,
gone,
she's
they're
the
gonna miss
big
that.
draw.
Yeah.
She's the big draw. I mean, you don't watch her for her outfit, but you watch her because she is Serena, and even with Venus, those are the draws, man. They're the Tiger. She's the Tiger Woods of tennis right now, at least women's tennis.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, once Serena and Venus retire, they're gonna have the same effect that golf went through when it came to Tiger basically disappearing. Is they can have all these people win championships and everything else, and they'll be good tennis players, but they're not gonna be the draw that Serena Williams was. We see with Tiger Woods, too. Like, Tiger left, and there was just a gaping hole within golf that we've had some really excellent golfers come up. I mean, we talked about Koepka winning his 3rd out of his 6th major start. I mean, nobody cared. They're talking about Tiger Woods coming in 2nd place because they transcend their sport. They're above their sport. They are their own brand. So, good luck, tennis, when Serena and Venus leave.
And they better take advantage of it while they can. Like, seriously, Serena's got, she's 36. She's only got a couple more years left. I mean, I hate to say it, but she should have already been gone. You know what I'm saying? So for her to have to still go through the same thing she was going through 20 years ago, like, shame on tennis. Like, she's been making you money for the last 20 years. Like, embrace it, roll with it, and enjoy it while it lasts, because it isn't going to last too much longer.
I agree. Well, hey, guys, we got our first episode in the bag. We kicked off the relaunch of 12 Ounce Sports Radio, right? Kyle, do you have the schedule in front of you so everybody knows what's coming up for the rest of the day?
Oh, absolutely, Chris America. Again, Clutch Talk Sports is coming back 8 o'clock. They are from the Sports Radio America Network. They are an official affiliate of 12 Ounce Sports Radio, so we're excited to have Clutch Talk Sports on board. Hog Nation is coming up. They are going to be on at noon today. If you missed our complete show and you want to listen back, you can catch Scout Team Live back again, or Scout Team Sports back at 11 o'clock. Also, we've got Off the Field, Bourbon and Bad Opinions, Stick and Rink, Brunch with Buds, and the Vegas Squares. Full lineup today on 12 Ounce Sports Radio. We're excited to hear all these great shows. I'm going to be tuning in all day. I expect all of our listeners to try to do the same. That would be great. We love it, man. Keep it good. Keep up the good work out there at 12 Ounce Sports.
Yeah, all the times he gave out are Eastern Standard Time, so, adjust your clocks accordingly to where you live.
Absolutely.
That's right. Fall back. Spring
All
forward.
right, fellas. I'll see you tomorrow morning, same tee at 6 a.m.
All right. Sounds great, Chris America. Anthony Mack, peace out, guys. It was a great show. Love you, America.
Absolutely. Seriously, Courtney Smith looks good, man.
Peace.
Just saying.
Did you know 40 points on your credit score could cost you $40,000 on a mortgage? Thankfully, Lexington Law is here to help. Since 1991, Lexington Law has helped over 500,000 customers take action on their credit reports. Call 877-910-7472 to talk to a repair specialist now. Personalized credit consultation is free. Getting access to your report is free. Plus free score evaluation with a recommended solution. Call now and get on the path to recovery. Call Lexington Law at 877-910-7472. That's 877-910-7472.
Oh, it's summertime. And what's that mean? We're all heading off to the golf course. But don't go too fast. Make sure you go to 12ouncesportsradio.com and book a tee time. At the bottom of any page, you'll see Book Like a Pro. Click that banner, enter your course of choice or zip code, find a tee time you like, book that tee time, and you'll get up to 50% off, courtesy of 12 Ounce Sports Radio. Book like a pro, even if you don't play like one.
Ring Central features all-in-one phone, messaging, and video conferencing. It's easy to use with unparalleled security. Ring Central simplifies things so you can grow. Call Ring Central to speak with a representative about a price for your growing business at 877-779-3860. Again, that's 877-779-3860.
Considering my mom's cancer.
Oh, what a great game. And even better, I bought the tickets on 12 Ounce Sports Radio. www.12ozsportsradio.com. Navigate to the event tickets page, where based on your geolocation, upcoming events will be listed, or you can search by your zip code. That's event tickets page of 12 Ounce Sports Radio, where you'll find a promo code that'll get you a big discount on your first purchase.